Hello, I'm Sydney. So today we're gonna begin with a new series on this channel. I'm gonna share how I shoot videos. 3 easy tips to shoot a holy matrimony or a church wedding as we normally call it. So the first tip is be aware of babies and little kids. Why? I'm not saying be aware as in you want to avoid them or you want to make sure that they are safe or anything. You want to catch the interaction between the bride and those babies and kids. Now this always happens right after the service when they are all out when they're taking photos and all that. You can see that the baby, the kids, when they get close to the bride will be nah. So you want to get that reaction. That is always a good shot. Because for me, in a wedding video, you want to get the shot of the brides smiling, happy. So those are the shots that are available. And one way to get that is to be aware of where are the babies and the little kids. Anticipate their interaction with the bride. Capture that. You will get a great shot. Second tip is I like to record the vow separately. I don't record the vows, use a clip mic on them during the service, during the actual when they say the vow in front of each other. I do not record that. Usually, especially in a Sarawakian Christian wedding, they don't really memorize the vows. They usually just read it off like a book or like a text next to them, next to their partner, next to their spouse. So the intonation is not something that is romantic. The intonation is usually just a kind of reading, and they might mispronounce some words, and then there are other problems like there might be people coughing, there might be babies crying, so all those sound will interfere with them actually saying the vow at that time. So what I do to combat this problem, I don't even try to record the audio in the church. I just record it separately, go into the car after the church wedding, get the two of them, and I just record using the camera's mic. I don't have to record like a specific mic or anything. I just record like that because you are in a controlled space. There's no sound pollution at all. So you could just record it directly through the camera like that.
Sickness and in health, to love and to cherish you.
That is how I get the audios to be clean in my wedding videos.
Lantang, baik tusah,
baik raja, baik umang,
baik sakit, baik gerai,
kerindu, kenuan,
kak ngintunuan,
datai ketua bersara oleh mati, nundak keletak alah kala, tuk semaya aku engkau nuan.
The third one is kind of a general tip, but it is good to be aware of this. You have to be aware of all the small gestures. Things like holding hands, looking at each other, the way they look at each other. If you've spent time with the couple before the wedding, this should be easy. You should be able to notice how they interact with each other, how they look at each other. You can anticipate their communication with each other. And those things, they still are themselves. They will still do it during the wedding. Even when they are at the altar, they're still doing it. Okay? So you have to be aware. I tend to see most couples, they would hold hands. Get that shot. This small gesture, yes, it's good to capture all the putting the rings and then saying the vows and all that, but those are things that happen in every wedding. You want to find that one small thing that this couple specifically do. Very small thing. This is not something that I can pinpoint what exactly it is. You just have to learn. But usually what I do, I always look at their hands. Are they holding hands or not? Is the bride leaning towards the husband? Things, it's very small thing, but it's a very special gesture that can really add a personality to the wedding video. So those are the 3 tips, but hold on, there's a bonus tip that I just thought of. In certain holy matrimony, in certain church wedding, it depends on which denomination of Christianity it is. They usually have, I think Catholic weddings, or I'm not sure which one because I'm not a Christian, so I'm not 100% sure which one. But there are certain weddings where have like a service where everyone goes up to the altar and receive, and then during that time the bride and groom are free. Go to them, take a few shots while everybody else is busy. Get a few close up. So those are very valuable shots. Things that you didn't get earlier, you can get it at that point. You only have a few minutes, but this is golden time. This is gold. That this time they're still at the altar, so you can get a lot of shots. You can direct them. Okay, do this. Because usually during the service, You cannot just tell the, can you speak louder, or you can tell the bride, can you move to this side? You cannot do that. So you just have to do it. But at this specific time, you can direct them. While everyone else is still busy, the father is still busy and all that, you can do this. That's all. That's the 3 tips for this week. I'll be back with next week. I'm not sure what about, but we'll see the 3 tips. Thank you.
Okay guys, tu udah benar-benar videographer tu. So aku cadang anang book Sydney Atin film lagi. Lepas tu cukup mular, malat mular. Okay, that's me. Okay, bye bye.